Bavaria is the southern German region with a culture all of its own. In fact, many of Bavaria's traditions and much of its cuisine are often conflated with Germany as a whole: beer halls, bratwurst, and that typical Bavarian architecture that makes everything feel as though it's from a fairy tale. And in some ways, with its lofty mystical mountains, lush green valleys studded with forests, serene mirror-like lakes as big as seas, crumbling ruins, and still-standing castles, Bavaria really is like a fairy tale. In this video, we explore the best places to visit in Bavaria. We've collected a list of the top Bavaria attractions, so make sure to include them in your list if you're a visitor. At first in the list, number 1, Fussen. Thanks to its proximity to 3 castles, Fussen is one for all the castle enthusiasts out there. First of all, there's Neuschwanstein, a handsomely classic castle with turrets and towers, which is where King Ludwig II spent his childhood, possibly why he was so castle crazy. There's also Hohes Schloss, the late Gothic castle with white walls and pretty red roofs. But the number 1 castle near Fussen is Neuschwanstein Castle. This is Ludwig II's masterpiece. It's so beautiful that even the Sleeping Beauty castle of Walt Disney fame was directly inspired by it. Neuschwanstein is quite literally the stuff of fairy tales. Number 2, Munich. Famous for more than just Oktoberfest taking place in the urban park of Garten is the Bavarian capital that bulges with bountiful beer halls and a beautiful old town to boot. The Altstadt is centered around the impressive neo-Gothic town hall, with its iconic glockenspiel clock. St. Peter's Church, dating from the 12th century, seems to pierce the sky with its spire, while Frankirch Cathedral is alluring with its twin bell towers. When sightseeing in Munich has become too much, head to the historic Hofbrauhaus, a beer house dating back to 1589 for steins of beer and a hearty feast. Number 3, Berchtesgaden. Berchtesgaden is an alpine town that features incredible views of the local icon Watzmann. This is Germany's 3rd highest mountain, creating a sublime backdrop to the town with its imposing 2,713 meters of granite. Other mountains flank the area, making Berchtesgaden beautiful beyond belief. Hiking trails abound in the area during the summer, particularly around the nearby and very spectacular Chiemsee. This is also where you'll find a more unlikely sight, the Eagle's Nest. A strangely dark tourist site, the former mountain retreat of Hitler, who was afraid of heights, is now a restaurant and bar, complete with observatory platform. Number 4, Chiemsee. Often dubbed the Bavarian Sea, Chiemsee is the largest lake in Bavaria and is a beautiful spot for a relaxing retreat on the water's edge. The main resort town of Praina is a popular destination for wealthy Munichers, though there are several other towns to suit other types of travelers. There is also a selection of islands to explore on the glassy waters of the lake, reachable by boat. One of these is Herrenchiemsee, where you'll find one of King Ludwig's castles, the Herrenchiemsee. Another palace influenced by Versailles, this 19th century edifice was one of the most expensive buildings in Bavarian history. There's also an Augustinian monastery located on Herrenchiemsee. Number 5, Garmisch-Partenkirchen. Garmisch-Partenkirchen is located in southern Bavaria and is an incredibly charming place to explore. Formerly 2 towns, Garmisch on one side of the river and Partenkirchen on the other, they were conjoined by the Nazi government in 1935 prior to the 1936 Winter Olympics, held in the newly composite town. Not only famous for houses boasting wood carvings and the Italian-influenced Bavarian frescoes, Luftelmalerie, this Garmisch-Partenkirchen is also located in the shadow of Zugspitze, Germany's highest mountain at 2,962 meters above sea level. Skiing in the winter, hiking in the summer, this alpine town has it all. Number 6, Lake Constance. Also known by its German name, Bodensee, Lake Constance is a glimmering turquoise alpine lake that borders Austria and Switzerland. The lake is fed by the Rhine River and is made up of two parts, the Untersee and the Obersee. Best visited in the summer months, this 63-kilometer-long lake is edged by attractive resorts and campsites. There are also a few attractive cities, including Lindau, which is situated on an island full of medieval and half-timbered buildings. Swimming, sailing, and windsurfing, as well as hiking opportunities in the hills, make up the lake's outdoor activities, while keen cyclists will enjoy the cycle path that encircles Lake Constance itself. Number 7. Franconian Lake District. The Franconian Lake District is located in northern Bavaria southwest of Nuremberg. It's made up of 5 lakes: Chiemsee, Altmühlsee, Rothsee, Denimlower See, and Brombach See. The latter, in fact, was created by one of Germany's largest ever water management projects. Man-made or not, this and the other lakes form an unspoiled area that's ripe for outdoor activities. Surrounded by meadows and small villages, the lakes are also ringed with several beaches, with water sports and hiking the order of the day. Number 8. Wurzburg. The main river slices through Wurzburg, a town on the romantic road, giving it a charming riverside location. It's a lovely place to explore, complete with a history of architecture and art, as well as some excellent wines. The top site in town is the Wurzburg Residence, a bold Baroque building, arguably one of the most beautiful in Germany, complete with an iconic zigzag staircase and home to the world's largest fresco. There's a lively student scene in town that makes it a fun place to stop off and enjoy local life in the intricacies of Wurzburg's cobbled streets. Number 9. Rothenburg ob der Tauber. Rothenburg ob der Tauber is one of the most beautiful towns on the romantic road. Meaning red fortress over the river Tauber, this is the quintessential medieval Bavarian town, the type that comes from storybooks and sparks your imagination. It's all timber buildings along delightful cobbled streets and a patchwork of pretty pastel colors. One of the most famous things is the Rothenburg Christmas market, held since the 15th century. Even with tourist crowds, Rothenburg ob der Tauber is a beautiful place to explore. Staying here means you get the town to yourself as the day trippers leave. Night brings the intriguing night watchman's tour. At last in the list, number 10, Dinkelsbuhl. Dinkelsbuhl was founded in the 8th century by Carolingian kings. Today, many Germans think of this town as Germany's most beautiful, and it's easy to see why. Set on the romantic road, most of Dinkelsbuhl is made up of charming medieval houses painted in bright pastel colors that makes for something you'd see in a fairy tale. Wander the fortified walls, count the 18 towers, and be taken back in time. Every year, the townspeople celebrate their surrender to Sweden during the 17th century 30 Years' War. Surrendering saved this beautiful spot from destruction. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite places to visit in Bavaria? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.